Hello and welcome to episode 18 of Battlefield 4 News, and in this episode we have a lot of possibles. We have Second Assault possibly being out on PS4 and PC before the end of February. We have websites possibly getting themselves into trouble over the EA YouTube situation. And we have Loadouts possibly coming to Battlefield 4. We also have an update for the mobile app, and excitingly we have some Dinosaur news. So let's take a look at the first of those, which is Second Assault's release date. Here you can see a screen capture of a conversation with an EA DICE representative on the support, and the representative says that Second Assault will be out in February and that premium members will get it 2 weeks earlier. So that seems to be saying that Second Assault will be out before the end of February and that premium members will get it in the middle of February. This hasn't been confirmed, it's just what an EA representative has said, but this is the closest we have to an official launch date. When I looked at the issue of EA paying YouTubers to promote Battlefield 4 on launch, I said this was a tricky moral and legal case, and I stayed away from the legal department. Some websites though are trying to get a bit more involved and making statements that could get them into trouble. So here you can see they have named YouTubers and they have said categorically that they have broken the FTC rules. Now there are certain things there that are wrong. There are no rules from the FTC. A quick search on Google, and this is the first result I found, and it quite clearly states that they are guidelines, not laws. The guidelines don't have the force of law, but the FTC is trying to let the industry know what it expects the industry to do, and when the industry doesn't do what the FTC wants, the FTC tends to get cranky. So this is a general word of warning to people who post things on Reddit and Twitter and Facebook, or have their own YouTube channel and make statements that could be construed as fact. If you quote something as a fact, you have to be able to support it, otherwise you could be legally liable for it. What you can freely quote is your opinion on a matter. So be very careful when naming individuals, channels, or indeed organisations in any kind of legal context online. A possible new feature coming to Battlefield 4 is Loadouts. So you'll be able to create custom loadouts for your different classes and have several options rather than having to respec every time. A battlelog developer by the name of Dartlord took to the Battlefield 4 subreddit and posted a couple of videos which show this feature in action. And essentially you can create different loadouts for different classes and then activate them when you want. Now this isn't an in-game feature, it's only available in Battlelog, but you can switch between loadouts if you're using the second screen. This feature will also work for vehicles and aircraft, and so it would be pretty useful. Now if you can change custom layouts for specific maps, that would be even better. So I have no idea how far this is ahead in development, but as you can see it seems to be quite a long way along. They've got all the management of the classes and the loadouts set up. This feature would be far more useful if you could access it in game, or if you could set it to automatically change your loadout for a specific map. But if you can access it through the battle screen and change your loadout and then that would apply in game, that would be a massive step forward and would mean you don't have to spend a couple of minutes changing your loadout at the start of a map and missing the spawn time. Next we have an update to the mobile app. I should say that I never use the mobile app, so I can't really comment on these, but we have various smaller improvements and optimizations and added scroll bars when scrolling in the app. Fixes: they fixed an issue where changing suggestions could sometimes hardlock the app, fixed an issue where scanning QR code in game would show letters instead of buttons, fixed the formatting on some score leaderboards so it displays correctly in thousands, various fixes for loadout, and various minor fixes. So something we haven't been able to feature on the show for a while is Dinosaur News! Although to be honest that's a bit of a lie. Instead it is Megalodon News! So Inglorious Gankers, who I believe to be French as most of their stuff is in French language, have posted a video on YouTube. It starts off with the Hannon ship explosion and the trees rustling with the T-Rex noises, but then it shows this. Okay, originally here I showed part of the French video but YouTube objected, so instead we're going to have to do this with stills. So first of all they say you need to kick off the Levolution element on Parcel Storm and then in Spectator mode go to this part of the map. Now that's the first thing that makes you suspicious. Then they show video footage of this shark and shark fin moving along in Parasol Storm. But the cuts in between the different views don't make much sense if you're in spectator mode. There's no swooping around, it's all nice sharp cuts. And then it swims along from a different angle and disappears under the water. Very dubious. So have we found the elusive Megalodon? I don't think so, but we have found somebody who's really good at video editing, and that's nicely done because they put it with the 2 Easter eggs that we do know about. So very nicely packaged, nicely done, but sadly no Megalodon in Battlefield 4. And that is it for episode 18 of Battlefield 4 News, and the next episode will come along when there's something to report. Thanks for watching.